Welcome to the Hotel California. Such an easy song, you won't get it wrong. Or at least I hope you don't get it wrong, because it is quite a simple one to do. First things first, if you want to play along with the original, you're going to need to use a capo at the 2nd fret. If you're not familiar with using a capo, I've done a video explaining using a capo. I'll put a link below, and also put a link for the song sheet for this song. The way I've arranged this is as easy as it can be. It's basically verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. So again, we've only got 2 different chord progressions that we need to learn. It's actually not that much different the way I've arranged it from the original. On the original version, the recorded version, there's a really lovely intro with some nice melodies and stuff like that taking place. There's also a classic guitar solo in there that's fantastic. I almost felt a little bit guilty arranging it without the solo because it's such a lovely thing. But the purpose of this playlist is just to get the songs strummed and just get through the structure of the song. So the structure of it is not that different from what's recorded. I just took the fancy bits out and left you with the verses and chorus bits. Chords we're going to use, they're all simple as well. They're all off your sort of beginner song sheet, if you will, the chords that you first learn. The only 2 chords that I might draw your attention to, and you'll have to look these up on your chord sheet or your app, that you might not, if you're just starting out, you might not be familiar with, are a D minor and an E7. Both of them are easy chords to play. Trust me, they are quite easy chords to play. I know I would say that because I know how to play them. If you know how to do something, it's always easy. The reason that I'm saying they're easy is that whenever I've introduced those chords to my students as new chords, they've never normally presented too much of a problem. They've always picked them up quite easily. So you shouldn't, whatever capability level you're at, you shouldn't have too much difficulty with those. So the 2 parts of the song, the first progression is the bit that we're going to use for the verse part of the song. It's actually less to learn than what you would think because we're playing the same progression over twice during the course of the verse. What I mean by that is, let's play through the start of the verse and then I'll show you how it continues. So it starts off with the On a Dark Desert On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of colitas, whatever they are, rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, saw a shimmering light. My head grew heavy and my sight grew dim. I had to stop for the night. At this point the verse carries on, but I'm going to play that same progression of 8 chords over again for the second half of the verse. So once you get to the middle of the verse and it says, there she stood in the doorway, heard the mission bell, we're only playing that same 8 chord sequence again. So you don't have to learn sort of 16 different changes, it's just 8 chord changes, play those same 8 changes again throughout the duration of the verse. I was playing to the first verse there, it's the same for all the verses in the song. So once you've got those changes learnt, or at least if you can get them to the point where you can play them along to the music without any difficulty, you shouldn't have any problems with that part. Same with the chorus, that's a really simple part. We're using again the basic chords, nothing new there. I started messing about with it at the start of this video. So the chorus bit, welcome to the Hotel California, such a lovely place, such a lovely face, plenty of room at the Hotel California, any time of year, you can find it here. And that's it, 8 changes on the chorus. the same as the 8 changes that's repeated twice on the verse. So you really shouldn't have any problems with it. One of the things, just as a slight side note, it's nothing to do with the how you play it or the technical aspect of it. The use of the E7 chord in this song is really, really cool, because at the end of each verse and at the end of each chorus it ends on the E7. And the E7 chord is one of those chords that gives you a sort of almost like a hanging, suspenseful sort of flavour, and it's almost like it's waiting for the next part of the song to kick in, and it makes the turnaround sort of sound really, I won't say dramatic, but fit really nicely. So on the last bit of the verse, where we go into the chorus, we've got an F and a C and a D minor, all standard chords. Then we use the E7. It sort of leaves us hanging, waiting for something else, almost like a bit of a cliffhanger on a soap opera. If you watch any of that kind of, I don't say rubbish, but any of that kind of stuff, it sets it up for something to come. So we go from the end of the verse on the E7, it's waiting for something else, then into the chorus with the F, which is a more regular chord and just carries on in a more regular sort of sounding pattern. So verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, really simple. On the verse, the pattern's repeated twice over the duration of the verse, and the chorus, the pattern's just repeated once. Don't forget, if you want to play along to the original recording, you're going to have to use a CAPO on the 2nd fret.